There are actually some seed that prefer light when they germinate, and lettuce is one of those. Now, some other vegetables that prefer light would be endive, chicory, husk tomato, and rhubarb. And then in herbs, it would be borage, watercress, rosemary, and annual flowers. There's actually quite a few: ageratum, begonia, coleus, impatiens, nicotiana, petunia, and snapdragon. Now, what we're talking about is actually getting a little bit of soil contact, but still enough exposure to light that it will help them in germinating. And if you've ever read the package like lettuce that we talk about that prefers light, it says to cover it with soil 1/4 of an inch, but if you think about it, 1/4 of an inch is not very deep. And some people will get it too deep, and what happens, you'll get poor germination, longer germination, and sometimes you can get more disease problems that way initially. So what you want to do is be very sensitive and reading the package, and just make your furrow. If you're planting them in a transplanting situation like we're doing here, just sprinkle the seed in, and then instead of actually covering it, what we like to do is just water it in, and just the water itself is going to cause some contact with the soil, but you'll still get a little bit of light exposure. Now, the same would hold true if you're direct seeding outside. So it's just real important to read the label, follow directions, and keep in mind that some seeds actually like light to germinate. Now, if you're going to store your seed, obviously we have a little bit extra. I'd encourage you to fold it up a couple of times, put a paper clip on it, and then put them in a Ziploc bag, get all the air out. And if you're going to plant in a couple of weeks in successive planting, you can just leave it in a cool room with dry conditions. But if you're going to wait till the fall, or maybe again next year, I'd encourage you to get all the air out again and put it in the refrigerator or freezer. And again, don't forget to read those directions when you're planting your seed, and try maybe this at home and see what kind of luck you have.